Hello and welcome to the Brotherhood of Geeks. I'm Brett J. Rasmussen, and I'm here to go ahead and do my reactions, or have my reactions, to the Game Awards 2020 nominations. Pretty much Geoff Keighley has announced the nominees for all of the different categories for the Game Awards 2020. Now, we did cover them. We did watch them last year. We even talked about it last year in 2019, and that was when they announced, when Microsoft announced the Xbox Series X. That was the big reveal. That's like, oh, now the next generation of consoles are coming out. So, they always have big, like, debuts, premieres, that kind of stuff. I gotta fix myself. But this is when we find out, like, some new world premieres, but also this is when we know Game of the Year and a bunch of other stuff. And this is the award show I enjoy. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and see the nominees. All right. I love doing Green Day.
On December 10th, the world will come together to celebrate video games at the Game Awards, streaming live everywhere. Hey, I'm Geoff Keighley, and welcome to the nominee announcement. This has, of course, been a challenging year for all of us, but despite so many obstacles, talented developers have comforted and entertained us with amazing games that show more than ever why video games are the most powerful form of entertainment. At the Game Awards, we will celebrate the absolute best with a fully live awards show and, of course, share world premieres of games that will define the next generation. And don't worry, the Game Awards Orchestra will be back too. Right now, let's get to the nominees. And remember, you can help select the winners by voting at thegameawards.com. For Best Performance, the nominees are Ashley Johnson as Ellie, The Last of Us Part 2. Laura Bailey as Abby, The Last of Us Part 2. Daisuke Shuji as Jin Sakai, Ghost of Tsushima. Logan Cunningham as Hades in Hades. And Nadji Jeter as Miles Morales in Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Getting some show
Next
here.
up,
That's
the
great.
category of Best Multiplayer Game. Those nominees are Animal Crossing New Horizons, Among Us, Call of Duty Warzone, Fall Guys, and Valorant. For Best Ongoing Game, the nominees are Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky. In the category of Best Art Direction, the nominees are Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and The Last of Us Part 2. For Best Score and Music, those nominees are Doom Eternal, composed by Nick Gordon.
Soundtrack.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, composed by Nobuo Uematsu, Masashi Hamauzu, and Mitsuto Suzuki. Hades, composed by Darren Korb.
This is like the third
Ori
one in
and
a
the Will
row
of Wisps, composed by Gareth Coker. And The Last of Us Part 2, composed by Gustavo Santaolalla. Additional music by Matt Quaid. The Best Audio Design nominees are Doom Eternal, Half-Life Alyx, Ghost of Tsushima, Resident Evil 3, and The Last of Us Part 2. Next up is our new category for 2020, Innovation and Accessibility. Those nominees are Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Grounded, Hyperdot, The Last of Us Part 2, and Watch Dogs Legion. In the category of Best Narrative, the nominees are 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim, written by George Kamitani. Final Fantasy VII Remake, written by Kazushige Nojima, Matomu Toriyama, Hiroki Awaki, and Sashi Hirano. Ghost of Tsushima, writers Ian Ryan, Liz Abel, Patrick Downs, and Jordan Lemos. Hades, writer Greg Kasavin. And The Last of Us Part 2, writers Neil Druckmann and Haley Gross. Games for Impact recognize a thought-provoking game with a profound pro-social meaning or message. The nominees are If Found, Kentucky Route Zero, TV Edition, Spiritfarer, Tell Me Why,
I need to play that.
and Through the Darkest of Times. Independent games are such a vibrant part of the industry, and the nominees this year for Best Independent Game are Carrion, Fall Guys,
Ooh,
Hades, Spelunky 2, and Spiritfarer. For Best Mobile Game, presented by LG Wing and Qualcomm Snapdragon, the nominees are Among Us, Call of Duty Mobile, Genshin Impact, Legends of Runeterra, and Pokemon Cafe Mix. For the second year, we are presenting an award for Best Community Support. The nominees are
this is great.
Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Fall Guys, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, and Valorant. Best Debut Indie Game recognizes a studio that published its first game this year. Those nominees are
Best Indie Game,
Carrion,
Best Debut Indie Game,
Mortal Shell, Raji, Ancient Epic, Roki, and Phasmophobia. The Best VR AR game nominees are Dreams, Half-Life Alyx, Marvel's Iron Man VR,
good
Star
VR
Wars
game. Oh, Squadrons. Oh, that one's great
The Walking
too.
Dead, Saints and Sinners.
Oh, that's great.
For Content Creator of the Year, presented by Adobe, the nominees are Alana Pierce.
Yeah, Alana Pierce totally
J.N.
deserves
Lopez,
it. And she
Nick
just got
Marcus,
hired at Santa Monica.
Tim the
Fantastic.
Tatman, and Valkyrie.
All right.
For Best Action Game, the nominees are Doom Eternal, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, Neo 2, and Streets of Rage 4. In the genre of Best Action Adventure Game, the nominees are Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima,
yes,
Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales,
yes,
Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order,
this is
and The Last of Us Part 2.
From
Best role-playing game. The nominees are
maybe it wasn't. I'm wrong.
Final Fantasy VII Remake,
Best RPG is Final Fantasy VII Remake,
Genshin
Impact,
Persona 5
Royal, yes.
Wasteland 3,
and
Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Oh.
Your nominees for Best Fighting Game are Grand Blue Fantasy versus Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, Street Fighter V Champion Edition, One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows, and Under Night in Birth, EXE Late Clear.
Like 2 of them.
In the category of Best Family Game that we can all play together, the nominees are
Best Family Game,
Animal Crossing New Horizons, Crash 4. It's about time.
Great.
Fall Guys, Mario Kart Live,
that's
Home
like the
Circuit,
one where you can just
Minecraft Dungeons,
RC cars.
and Paper Mario: The Origami King. For Best Simulation or Strategy game, the nominees are Crusader Kings 3, Desperados 3, Gears Tactics, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and XCOM Chimera Squad.
I haven't heard of that one.
Next up, Best Sports Racing. The nominees are Dirt 5, F1 2020, FIFA 21, NBA 2K21, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. And now your nominees for Best Esports Game. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Counter-Strike Global Offensive,
Modern Warfare, CSGO, Fortnite,
League of Legends, and Valorant. This year, we're recognizing 5 incredible esports athletes as nominees in this
category. Like, these are the different
categories
for esports.
Showmaker,
Crim6, Showmaker,
Canyon, Shotzi, and ZywOo. The nominees for Best Esports Team are Damwon Gaming, Dallas Empire, San Francisco Shock, G2 Esports, and Team Secret. Your nominees for Best Esports Coach are Zephyr, Zonic, Krusty, Rambo, and Grabs. The Best Esports Event, which was probably a little different this year than normal. The nominees are Blast Premier Spring Europe Finals, Call of Duty League Championship 2020, IEM Katowice 2020, League of Legends World Championship 2020, and the Overwatch League Grand Finals 2020.
All right.
And our last esports category, Best Esports Host.
Best Esports
the nominees are Shox, Machine, Golden Boy,
Golden Boy, that's my guy,
and Shiver. And now it's time for our final 2 categories. For Best Game Direction, which recognizes outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design, the nominees are Final Fantasy VII Remake from Square Enix, Ghost of Tsushima from Sucker Punch Productions, Hades from Supergiant Games, Half-Life Alyx from Valve,
Jeez.
And The Last of Us Part 2 from Naughty Dog.
Yep.
And finally, on behalf of the jury, comprised of more than 95 global media and influencer outlets, I am proud to announce the 6 nominees selected for truly outstanding creative and technical excellence. These are your nominees.
The Game of the Year nominees.
Animal Crossing New Horizons from Nintendo. Doom Eternal from id Software. Final Fantasy VII Remake from Square Enix. Ghost of Tsushima from Sucker Punch Productions. Hades from Supergiant Games. And
The Last of Us Part 2 from Naughty Dog.
Yep. Who do you think should win? You can help select the winners in all categories by voting for your favorites starting right now through December 9th at thegameawards.com. There is so much more to share about this year's show in the weeks ahead. World premieres, special guests, and more surprises as we usher in the next generation of gaming. Follow us at the Game Awards on Twitter for updates and tune in live on December 10th for a global celebration of games. We'll see you then.
The Game Awards 2020, December 10th, 2020. Alrighty then. Okay, so let's go ahead and discuss this. Let's talk about this. So, those are the nominees, and that's actually a really good lineup of nominees. Let's go ahead and kind of just talk about the big one, which is the Game of the Year. This is the one pretty much which is the big one. So it's 6. It's always 6, and the Game of the Year nominees, as I said, is Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Animal Crossing New Horizons, and The Last of Us Part 2. Honestly, this is a fantastic lineup of games. Now, I do know that Last of Us Part 2 is a very divisive game. I personally very much liked it. I very much loved it. It does have its problems. But it is, in my opinion, in my own personal opinion, it is definitely a good game. You have Doom Eternal. What a fantastic, fun game. I loved playing Doom Eternal, and we have a review of that up on the channel. We also have a review of Last of Us Part 2. Final Fantasy VII Remake is just such a crazy, awesome, different game. Like, it is just a new game of Final Fantasy VII, not just graphically, but just how it's played. And then you have Ghost of Tsushima, which is what a phenomenal game. We have our review of that up also, and we here loved it. We here at the Brotherhood of Geeks loved it. Hades, that's probably the one game I have not tried out or played. So, and it's been nominated for tons of categories. So that is something I definitely want to go ahead and spend time with. And then Animal Crossing New Horizons, is a great game. It is definitely a great game. Not my cup of tea, but it is a phenomenal game. I have spent some time with it, and it is definitely has this kind of, like, when you play it, it's very relaxing. It's very you just kind of enjoy it. The monotony of just doing tasks and tasks and tasks. It's not my cup of tea because I kind of like games where I can spend a good amount of time with and then put down and move on to the next one, where Animal Crossing is kind of a continuous stream of gameplay. So, but it is definitely deserving of its nomination for Game of the Year. This could be really close. This could be really, really close on what wins Game of the Year. Now, the thing is that we do get to vote for these different games, but it's a combination of the voting jury, who chose what games get nominated, and it's over, I believe Geoff Keighley said it was like over 95 different game industry publications and influencers and overall throughout the world. So it's not even in the US, it's throughout the world. Japan and the UK, so on and so forth. So it's a combination of all of that. That's very, very good. It's not just, like, we just get to watch it and we have no say in this, but it's a combination, which, if you want more information, it's all up on the Game Awards website. But I think this is really, really good. This is really good. And like Hades got, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Hold on, I'm sorry. 5. 6. So we got 6, 7. 7, 8. Just want to say, I think it's 8. 7 or 8 nominations. Yep, and then it's into esports. So yeah, about 7 or 8 nominations in the entire thing. As an indie game, this is like the debut indie game. It's super. Who the developer is? Supergiant. God dang, that's really good. I need to spend some time with that game. I've heard I've seen, I've heard about it, and I've seen very good things about that game. But yeah, I'm just going on and on about it. But yeah, that's fantastic. That is very, very good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it there. So guys, please let me go ahead and tell me what you guys think about the Game Award nominees. What game are you choosing? What is your personal pick for Game of the Year? And so on and so forth. We're going to talk about this a little bit more when we get closer to the Game Awards time. But we are getting near the end of the year. We are getting close to near the end of the year. And we here at the Brotherhood will also be doing our own Game of the Year. So we will be discussing about that, so on and so forth. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Brotherhood of Geeks. Like, comment, share, subscribe, tell everyone you know, tell everyone you don't know, all that kind of good stuff. And also, if you haven't already, press the bell icon. That way, whenever we put up a video, you know we put up a video. You can also follow us on Facebook, which is facebook.com/The Brotherhood of Geeks. You can also follow us on Twitter at DualShocked.BOG. That's the name of our PlayStation podcast, DualShocked.BOG. And then you can also follow us on Twitch when we stream at twitch.tv/Brotherhood of Geeks. But yeah, this is really good. This is really good lineup for the nominations. I'm very happy with this. This definitely does look good. But yeah, that's about all I got there. So, yeah, that's about it. I'm Brett J. Rasmussen. And as always, live to play together. I'll see you guys next time.